シュガー甘い甘らい
Hello, Cass. How are you doing? Kicks PC. Oh no, my PC. Don't do it. I still need that. And if you are here, does that mean... Yep. Oh boy. Hello, Sola. How are you doing? Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? I hope your seed was successful, despite it being a sortless seed. You see paper, that's right. We are actually doing some paperwork before we get into the fun stuff. We're writing down, getting references, trying to gather ideas for a character design. I'm Hiro-sofT. I'm working currently on a self-imposed challenge to make a game that I'm going to finish from start to finish. And this is day 3 of our process. We are still in the planning phase. We haven't done anything necessarily game dev related aside from like coming up with ideas, doing some sketches, thinking about stuff, how we make everything smoothly. Planning is like going to take up a lot of time, but at least we got like general directions on, so don't expect me to whip out like a playable game prototype or something of this game right now. We are not that far yet. So you're watching Solar. Yeah, so I can summarize what we all did so far. Very simple and easy to do. We started with basically the theme. I was looking for a theme. Yeah. I come to that part, but first let me actually begin where everything started. It's like I wanted to finally make a game that I finish. So I don't have all these thousands of game prototypes anymore that are just unfinished and I can't get a game done. So I gave myself the challenge to actually work on a game and finish said game with a reasonable scope, this time not too complicated, not too big. And I was looking for a theme. And so I was going to my brother and he gave me the theme of candy, which is a rather difficult theme to work a game idea around without being like too obvious or too generic or too overscoped kind of deal. So we sketched out this entire thing, which is how we started. Basically, we brainstormed the idea of candy, what it could mean. We have, for example, it could be the setting, which would be like the most obvious thing, which is why I went against the setting of it. Obvious enemies could be the main catching detail of the candy theme, which we didn't. Then I thought about maybe the creation of candy would be interesting, but that would lead to a puzzle game, and I don't know how that is in scope without making it like not as engaging and stuff, like making it engaging enough to work. So we thought about making it the power-ups, but I was kind of torn at the beginning. That's why you see red. Now here's also, we had previously the idea of like a defense game, defending the candy, kind of like PvZ, Plants vs Zombies, because my brother is playing that lately, but the scope of that game would be too big, I feel. So because of all the different units and all that, and I never worked on a tower defense game. So instead we said, okay, what if the candy is actually the mechanic and you gain abilities from candy, pretty much how Kirby gains abilities from swallowing enemies and getting their copy abilities. I can only add in a few abilities to keep the scope in check, but I also want to further go into Kirby territory by making it a platformer and making it short in terms of stages, which is similar to the first Kirby's Dream Land, which had only 5 stages and bosses at the end of each level. And that's pretty much the basic direction we went. So day 1 I spent working on this. The same time I spent on this, which was like concepting, thinking about the process of character movement. As you can see, this sheet is an entire mess, which is because it was kind of a messy and pretty painful process. So this first bit wasn't too hard. I quickly decided it's going to have a run and walk, or depending on what I do, like a running speed mechanic with a jump. And you could either decide if you want to jump low jumps that are wide jumps, or high jumps which you can't really move that far away to the sides to reach higher places, to give you more movement mobility options. That I was quickly decided on. What was difficult was deciding on what your basic attack is. To explain what that is essentially like, think about Kirby, how Kirby's basic attack is sucking enemies and then swallowing them or spitting them right back out at enemies. This is Kirby's basic method how to deal with enemies if he is like ability-less. And we wanted an attack that is fun, but not necessarily like common, like jumping on enemies or something like that. That should solve the problem of enemy encounters while having not a single ability. And I was extremely torn because this ability is supposed to be fun. You're not supposed to ignore all the enemies and just avoid them or jumping on them. And it's supposed to be like interesting, so not a punch or kick, because that would be like the most obvious answer right next to jumping on stuff. So I wanted something else, but I struggled finding something to make it cute. So a friend of mine gave me the idea I should try the bite. Even though I said like before, the bite is probably not going to be as easy to make cute than say a jump or something like that. So I was constantly torn between going this one route or this one route, and I was extremely stressed out and demotivated. So on day 2, I sat back and thought about this entire thing, and then we just tried to work out some designs. As you can see, we try to find reasons to go for a lick, which was the next suggestion, or a bite. And for the bite, we first tried to make a biting draft. And yeah, I shared this picture in the art section of the Discord server, I think. It's like we tried to do something cute, but it looks actually terrifying. So yeah, we didn't want to go out with that. And there's like a Pac-Man bite, which I thought was a neat idea at first, but drawing it actually shows that it looks more derpy rather than cute. And so we tried to come up with different versions of just the mouth getting really big, and then gnawing on something to make it cute maybe. And so we have basically 3 different kinds of things where we could say, okay, this could work. Not necessarily these 2, because they look more goofy, or this one looks more weird and this one looks kind of but this is kind of going in the right direction. But I feel like this one, for example, looks pretty neat. So there were a lot of stuff that we were discussing back and forth, and I was really happy about at least having done this yesterday, because that kind of bothered me. So we were working eyes of the day on the first bit of our game design document, which is essentially what I told you about the game, what my goals are, and what the gameplay is going to be. Well, at least the start. We haven't figured out everything, but in order to do so, I actually want to design some concepts of a main character so I can set myself easier into the process. Because in the beginning of this journey, I told everybody that I start usually with a character and then I concept around a world and a game idea. But the problem with that is that it gets incredibly scope creep heavy, and it gets so feature creepy that I can't do that without losing motivation or it being too massive to produce. So I wanted to establish some gameplay stuff, some things beforehand before I start working on a world and characters and stuff like that. Which we did. So we have like a basic guideline where kinda it's going. But yeah. Basically, this down here is essentially just a recap what we did. So, and I'm going to update this. So currently I'm working on some ideas for the character design. Like I kind of want to have the character be simple but as recognizable as Zero-led. There is a good reason why I want to do that. And it's going to be like a cute character, but at the same time I want it to be a girl character with some things, but I'm like struggling if I'm gonna make it human, if I'm not gonna make it human. If it's not going to be human, what is it? It's like the problem. I definitely want a character that has like recognizable arms, feet, and stuff like that. It's not essentially going to be just a blob with arms, with hands and legs like Kirby is. I actually want to put a little bit more into that, but I'm like thinking, am I gonna make it an animal? Because if I call her Bonboni, or how the name is there, I could think about making it a bunny girl kind of deal. But then again, it goes too away from the concept, which is actually the candy aspect. So, yeah, I'm kind of struggling with that at the moment. But yeah, generally we are just at the very beginning. So, there's a lot of things that we can actually... Like Mr. Gimmick about the Style Dragons. I was never fond of the Bubble Dragons, to be honest. Mr. Gimmick, I'm fine with how he looks. I never found that design to be particularly striking. I actually like that girl character more, to be honest. The female girl that gets abducted there in the game. I kind of liked how the pink sleeping suit looked in that game and all of that. Now, in terms of like the enemies, I think even the enemies I liked more, kind of like the black blobby kind of thingies, because they have so much variety. They can like wear crowns, have spears, and there's archers, and they have all these fun different things going for them, which was kind of funny. But Gimmick is a good idea that you mentioned that. Actually, I actually have seen that game like recently, and I think it even released like a version for like an arcade machine or something like that, which is sad because that version of the game looks actually pretty good, the newer Gimmick, Mr. Gimmick version, but it's only for arcades. Yo, Slivo, thank you so much. Welcome in. But yeah, it's like maybe I'm just more drawn towards more humanoid characters, but at the same time it's like harder to make a humanoid character necessarily quote unquote cute is what it is. I could actually like try to dig out some art that I have. Because I did some character art. It's probably not going to be the best character art, but there's a bunch of character art that I have where I tried to do something cute or something. So the most obvious one that I remember... Where are you? Let me see. It's not it. I don't know if it's necessarily cute, but I think Rampant appreciates this one. It's like Pokemon trainer artwork. That's like an old art too. I don't know from when that is. That was before I have written down the date on it, but it's kind of the correct direction where it goes. Where is it? I also had a new version of that character drawing, I think. Drawing cute characters is actually pretty difficult. This is from the --Delia game. It's not necessarily cute, this is actually more of a mysterious character that is more cool. But I kind of wanted to just show that because I had that. So that was done at... Is there another date? Oh, I guess there's no date on this one either. It was slacking. But yeah, this one actually has a functional prototype too. So I actually worked on this game. It's like a Castlevania Celeste kind of thing. Where is the character thing? Ah, here we go. Here we go, I found it. When I think about cute character design that I have done, I always think about this one, the left side particularly, which is like the classic design. This is heavily inspired by Mr. Gimmick, by the way, because the character herself essentially has the same kind of gimmick to it. It's like my character called Staria, who is a star child who can throw stars and use them to do all kinds of stuff, which kind of is like Mr. Gimmick. That art to the right was more of a different version for like a different idea. But yeah. But I think the cute character, humanoid, it kind of always turns something out like this. And I think that could be better. But I still like this one, kind of. Do I have something else? Oh, I just found the artwork again. This is again the Pokemon trainer from before, but this time this is a newer picture. It even has fake mons on it. I actually have done sprites for this one, and this one. There are actually sprites existent for these Pokemon. The trainer herself, not. But yeah. I think this is also pretty good drawing of mine, where I tried to make a female Rod Master. Kind of based upon Mighty Number 9, the water bot. Kind of. Yeah, I can do kind of cute humanoid characters. It's just very difficult to do. So, and with this one, I don't know if I'm gonna go the full humanoid, or if I'm gonna make a mix, or if it's gonna be something completely wacky and new. But maybe we can just sketch away and we will see. Maybe I should just plunge into it. because if we try it out, we can see if I like it or not. And if I don't, then I can just keep that art and put it to the side and decide later what to do with it. Okay. How much time did I waste it so far? Almost an hour. I think it's time that we actually try to do something rather than just writing down stuff. So, I have Clip Art Studio. I absolutely have zero experience with this except one picture that I started drawing and the scribbles that you just saw. Not the pictures that I have done. These pictures I showed before that weren't like the diagrams and stuff. Those are actually hand drawn. I actually have books right next to me from which I have started to learn how to draw this kind of stuff. So it basically goes all the way back when I was like in school, where I was going into a library they had in school, and I just found these how to draw books and started to learn drawing these things. I'm, however, extremely rusty in terms of drawing, since I haven't drawn in ages on paper or something like that. So this is going to be a challenge by itself, but we will see. Now, in terms of like the character, there are different approaches to that. On the one side, I want a character that looks fun, and I want a character that is expressing itself extremely, right? You can look at it and you're like, wow. But at the same time, I want a character that is not too difficult to animate, like one that I have an easier time animating. So I don't want to do like all these fancy hair props and all of that. Because that is often an issue. And especially in game design, you will have trouble with animating a character like that. So we will see. I would just maybe draw a hat and start with something. So I put the sheet on the side. I'm just gonna start drawing. Let's actually start right here. Oh, don't help. It helps to have the pen selected. Well, that's a scuffed circle, let me tell you that. In case you're wondering, this is actually on a drawing tablet as well. I used to draw only traditionally. I'm trying to get used to the drawing tablet, because it actually has way more benefits than traditional drawing, in my opinion. Especially since I'm a guy that constantly has to ace lines. Alright, let's try to just draw a simple chibi body. I actually have a book right here for the specifics. I actually always drew without books or sources before, but never in chibi style, so this is the first time I actually attempt this. This looks not good. Kinda scuffed. Well, let's try to get at least half of the thing manageable, because I can always just flip it, which is extremely nice to have. Okay. Oh, you actually have little bit bigger body. You are kind of like this at the bottom. It's kind of looking like a bean, but not necessarily. I think this is already too much. It's like the 3 hat rule, kind of. It's like first, second, and then you get like the third. Kind of like this. So is all of this. Smoothen you out. Making the head smoother. Did we run out of music or what is happening? Hang on. Yeah. We actually ran out of music. Okay. Just switch over to this. There you go. And yes, you read right what it says down there. I am actually looking for copyright-free stuff because Twitch just muted the second what, so it's kind of sad. But yeah, that's the thing that happens. Gonna have to look into the plugins that Sai and Co have been showing me so I can separate the music audio so I don't have to run into that issue again. Let me see, where could I again flip it? Is it here? There it is. Transforming. Horizontally flip it. There you go. Cool. Let me see again for reference how the head actually looks. Kinda want to get a good base so I can just draw on it. And it's actually not a flat head, it's kind of like an actual roundish head. But first I actually need to there we go. Alright, this looks much better already. So I can use the other layer for my arms. But first I kinda want to get rid of these lines too near on her body, because that is going to annoy me. Alright, cool. So she has kind of short legs though. Alright, what is happening on this layer? I guess I'm gonna remove that layer, because that one is actually doing nothing. Right. Okay, seriously, what is going on? Why can't... Oh, he's on Azer. That's why. There you go. Yep. It's really thick. I mean, chibis are thick, but... kinda... It's kinda big. That's a weird way to draw, how he did draw on this. Okay then, it's kind of like that. And then it's like only half short. It's not necessary. But my problem is this is not chungus enough, this part here. Why did you switch back? There you go. Maybe I should just decrease it by 1. And then it's like, yeah, this arm is already too long compared to the legs already. Arms and legs are my biggest problems next to fingers. They are the devil, essentially. Alright, and then big hands. I feel like this is still kind of too big. Move this a little bit more like this. Move you just a tiny bit there. Alright. Just gonna dupe this. Transform it horizontally. It's gonna add it to the lower area. And this one too. Right. That's why we have no sort of mannequin base. It's kind of funny because on the one drawing, he draws this thing with very thick arms, and the next one, not so thick. It's kind of weird. Alright. We should definitely put the next stuff on a new layer. And now I'm gonna put this on transparency. I guess I should do another one for guidance. Alright. This is for the face. This one I actually... Oh, I closed my design document. Good. This one I'm gonna save as a .clip file, so I can actually keep the layers. Okay. So let's start on the head first with the face. Now, what type of face we are looking at? Let's actually find some cute faces. The first thing that I would come to mind would be something like Kirby. Oh my god, why? Why? I just found something cursed for Lily, so that's good. If you just type in Kirby and look for some Kirby pictures, you find immediately something cursed. Great. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright, where's Lily's Discord so I can put that in? There we go. I had to do it. Lovely. In case you're wondering what the picture is that I said is cursed, well, here it is. That's the cursed picture, everybody. Hope you have nightmares. No. But yeah, I'm looking at like Kirby, and obviously the first thing that pops up is the new Kirby game. I haven't played it, so... It's a very simple mouth and very simple eyes. It's like the oval eyes. It's kind of how I draw eyes, but less detailed in general. And Kirby doesn't have a nose. Maybe I just don't give my character a nose. That might help also. Because usually I just give my character a small nose. Or an anime nose. Maybe in this case, you can just don't give a nose at all. I'm an idiot. I have tools for making lines and all that. Why didn't I do that? Oh well. using the lips. Oh, here's the thing. I don't know what would be looking cute or not. So let's start out with go back where you were. Something like this. And the eyes are kind of lower. And then, oh come on, really? Stupid thing. It's just cutting out. Then it's kind of like this. Why am I drawing white again? Is that again on the... Yeah, it was. So, yeah. Hmm. I'm not kind of happy with this. That is generally because maybe of the head shape itself. Or the eye position. I don't like where this is putting the eyes. Maybe I should just deviate from the book at this point. Just gonna see what sticks. I feel like the eyes should be a little bit higher so we can have a better mouth. Because you're gonna have a bite attack and you need that mouth space. Right. Let's put you here. It's already a quick start. With the eye. Now here's the thing, do I want to play around with the eye? Like this could be a different shape. Or there could be something in her eyes. Or the eyes could be just flat colored. Then again, I would just keep it like this. So in terms of mouth, let's see, we have where is it at? Is it here? No, that's gradients. Where did I? Oh, don't misalign stuff, please. Was it here? Yeah, there it is. Alright, let's draw a curve for the mouth. gonna look so weird when we animate this character to bite. I can see it already. But yeah. What if we actually add in... Like, let me put this on a different layer, so... Roop. Alright, so we have this. I hate the size of this Acer, so let's actually... I'm just gonna keep that on a separate layer because I don't know how this is gonna look in the end. Oh yeah, there's a thing missing. Do I want the ears? But then again, Kirby doesn't have ears. So why should every character have ears? But then again, like, abilities could have like ear stuff, like earrings and stuff. Not sure how I wanna do that. Let's actually look up Mr. Gimmick. Or how his name is called. He actually has a name. Yume Taro. He's an Oni. A yokai. Which is interesting because yokai are the characters in Taro. Alright, yeah, so I'm gonna show you what exactly my problem with this particular character was. I'm German and I saw the EU box art of this character, and this art from Super Ultra 64 does show incredibly well what I was initially thinking of. Like, this version looks so off-putting. This is cute. This looks cute. I could see this. This is an amazing character design. But this... Like, oof. Come to think of it, he does look like Kirby in a lot of ways. Man, why is always the Japanese box art the better looking one in most cases? It's so funny. Oh man, remember when I talked about the arcade version? This is the one scene from the arcade version. It looks so good. Oh, does it look good? It's actually cute. And This one has like no spacing in between. Ginormous eyes. Oh yeah, there could be ways to work with this. Like, this character is sometimes hit, sometimes miss. I think the in-game sprite doesn't look as good as the cutscene art. Oh well, okay. But yeah, when is the gimmick Kirby crossover going to happen? Make it happen, Nintendo and Sunsoft. As a gimmick has a banger of a soundtrack for an NES game. It really is. And there's also a level editor made for it, so if people wanna do some spicy mods of that game, it's also possible. Alright. Okay. So, what I already established about the character is that I kind of want, like, set up here to have the hairstyle like something like a bonbon. So, to fit in with the more candy aesthetic, it's like going to like hair that kind of looks like it's a bonbon. So, I'm gonna try that actually. But first I need to look up the shape of a bonbon to be sure. What do I get? Chocolate. Excellent. That's not what I wanted. Alright. Let's add a new layer, and it's going to be our hair layer. I'm having always trouble with hair with my characters, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's even an easy way to make the head egg shape. Well, I know when I do the more clean version of this. I really hate when this happens, when a tablet just has a hiccup like that. If I remember correctly, it's a Windows Ink issue, and the problem with that is that if I disable Windows Ink, the pressure sensitivity just completely vanishes. That's kind of, it feels bad to draw, essentially, is what it makes happen. Alright, so the bomb shape is more oval, not necessarily a circle like this, and then it has two ends. So let's actually try that. Hey, that way I already have some detail in the hair. Nice. So my hardest part is always like forehead hair. The back part of the hair is generally less difficult, but I would probably have an easier time now. I have actually tools. Alright, so wow, I even have speed lines and actions. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, so how do I tackle this forehead hair? Or do I concentrate? Let's concentrate on the ponytail part. I love characters with ponytails. What can I say? If you don't like ponytails, then I'm sorry, but ponytails are cute. They are an absolute nightmare to animate though, so that's gonna be great. But let's not make too big of ponytails or pigtails. So normally wise I would draw either a pigtail up here or down here. But since this is like bonbon base or bonbon shape, let's try sideways. This kind of looks like a bell right now. Now I have to kind of make this look kind of more like hair. Come on. I don't like this kind of, so let's go back a bit. Control Z. Maybe let's try something like this. Then again, it's like confusing on shape because I kind of want, when you silhouette this out, kind of see like shapes. And this is like kind of contradicting because everything is kind of round and then this is spiky for some reason. Maybe let's move this. Maybe it's just too early to tell right now, so I keep it at that. So I will get other parts worked on. Let's add in another one for the front hair parts. Okay. Can I hate this though? So you can go away. I kinda don't like this spiky hair thing because I do this every single time. So I kinda want something else instead there. Let's try again with circuits. They're angry looking. Just gonna cut off this half right here. What is kinda giving me problems is the fact that there's the space here. Kinda don't want that because it gives there an ugly bite spot. This is a little bit harder than I thought, firstly. Okay, maybe this needs to be a little bit more down. Just not a fan of the front hair. Maybe it's the spike here being too big. Bum, 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 bum. I should put this on a separate layer. Kinda don't like how the hair is too static like this. So I'm gonna put a circle down. Just gonna make it like this. Move everything around like that. And then I'm just gonna fuse it with the other bits. Down there is the leftovers on that hair layer. Maybe I can make this like accessories instead of hair, which is like going to, yeah, like the pigtails are not necessarily pigtails, but they're like decorations that I'll put on her sides. Maybe I can do that, so I don't have to make them desperately hair-like, because making these things look like actual hair without completely messing with the shape is not that easy of a process. I kind of like the flat hair, I just don't want it to be too flat. So let's actually see how it looks like if we spicing it up just a little bit. It does lose its shape that way. I kinda don't want that, I actually want... kinda want to keep the kind of flat shape. I just hate the hairstyle in the front, because I do that hairstyle every single time. And let me actually look up some stuff. Let me actually try something different. I just looked into the book. Where is Lawful here? There it is. Okay. First off, I need to get rid of this stuff down here, otherwise it's turning me crazy. Same with this. There you go. Your level. Let's do this again, but this time we're gonna do it different. So we have... No, we don't. Alright, let's build something else. Let's start with this. Pull it like this. But then do this. Let's look back into the book again. How that kind of looked. Hang on, go back. This needs a little bit higher, I guess. And... Alright. Enough looking and cheating. Alright. Oof. Yeah, drawing this kind of stuff is probably the hardest for me. Like, actually drawing banks and stuff. Maybe I can do a wave it line to help me with this. like that. Alright, let me get this first so I can actually see if it's worth going further. I kinda don't like this style of hair. Why is it so hard to draw straight hair that for its font? Alright, let me actually do something else. First off, you have to go because I hate you. And then what the hell? Excuse me. Oh yeah, right. I don't like this either. I actually like the spike one more than this. Alright, let's get rid of this because I don't like this one. Let's try something else. This is again a little bit kind of like the spike-haired one. Oh, please, tablet. Except, like, not as much hair there. But I kind of want to give her more hair in that regard. Maybe just having it like this. This is kind of more like it. It's kind of going in the right direction now. Like, I'm a little more happy about that, I feel like. Then again, it looks so weird in terms of perspective. Maybe it's just because all that other part here is drawn. Get that all out here. Maybe if it's drawn like... guess it makes kind of a difference if you do it kind of like have it split here and there. Obviously in game that's probably going to be able to be simplified. Yeah, most definitely. Let's actually make a more pleasant looking. This is busy. Why this one shows more of the face, aside from the side hair dropping in. Maybe I can remove the side hair or shorten it at least. Oh man. Longer hair, shorter hair, that's the thing. Kinda want to have shorter hair for this. Maybe like this. Hmm. I will actually put on a better head. So, ellipse. Oh wait, I can't erase complete thing yet because The other side is still incorrect. It's actually yoink. Yoink. Gonna draw a little bit there so we can make it symmetrical. Let's yoink this side. I'm still kind of not set on the air. This part right here, I'm really not feeling it. Maybe just do lines here, or curves. I just don't like that middle part too, like this right here, this right here. Maybe instead I can just do a line like this. Then obviously tone this down. And then do this. I kind of don't like this though. Something is bugging me about this. Maybe let's do it that way. I think I keep returning to the initial thing over and over. Ooh, now you're talking. Kinda like this hairstyle, which kinda is again spiky somewhat, but this I don't like as much though. Where is that part again? Oh, you are on this layer, okay. Just gonna do this. I kind of like this more than before, honestly. Alright, I'm gonna take a short break right now. But this kind of starts to take shape now, which I'm happy about. I see. The thing that I just saw when I was looking up for curvy artwork that I posted in Lily's Curse chat has found its fans. that picture in particular is freaking cursed. Excuse me when I'm a little bit silent when taking a break. I'm eating something. I don't want to have you guys hear my chewing noises. Alright, food consumed. Okay. I could see how it looks like when we like flip all the features, because I want the design to be symmetrical, so I have an easier time animating this entire thing. Alright, there is the mouth, which I just have to cut a knife here. Yoink. Oh, that's more than half actually. Let's go back. Go back. Alright. Now it's time that we copy it. Flipping horizontally. Did I do the incorrect thing? Probably. Okay, what the heck? This looks correct. Well, is it? That eye might be misplaced. Because this is actually like... It's like here-ish. Well, that eye is a little bit misplaced. Even though the mouth isn't. don't like the single pixel sitting there. There we go. Why are you drawing white? Oh, you are still on thingy. I forgot. There we go. And now pencil. There we go. And now we could just that, yoink that, horizontally flip you. This looks kind of right. There's nothing in this one. Then why are you here? Be gone. Then this one is going to combine with you. Then you are going to be as well. Schnoink. Keep it simple, Hiro. Keep it simple. There's no need for breaking it over this kind of stuff. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with this so far. Like, the head looks good so far, I feel like. Yeah, I would definitely say, like, the head looks pretty good so far. As I said, I tried to make the head shaped like a bonbon. I feel like I kind of did that. Especially if you remove the front hair, it's basically like a bonbon on top of somebody's head. Now to think of it. Maybe I could have done it like that it is her head instead of like hair. But I feel like hair is kind of more interesting like this. Who knows, it's not finalized. And this will probably change during development as well. But this is already a start. Let me actually name these. So this one is the front hair. This one is back hair. Those are the pigtails. Still not sure if they're going to be hair or not. Those are the Or did I change the wrong one? Hat. Alright, we named this. So next time I could definitely do more stuff. Yeah, drawing takes a little bit of time, especially if you're like a person like me. Maybe I can start earlier tomorrow and draw more. Oh, by the way, I completely forgot. It is already 2 a.m. It's nearing 3 a.m. in Germany. So, for everyone out there,
It is Wednesday, my dude.
I just wanted to have the opportunity to play that. Alright, we'll save this. I'm going to put this in the Discord to show off the progress. Maybe get some feedback. Who knows what is possible to gather. I understand if people have no idea what feedback they could give, except maybe this looks good so far. Because, well, there's one more thing that kind of bugs me. I kind of want to right now adjust. It's where the front hair is. It's wrong. Yeah, that kind of looks good. I'm gonna post this probably in Discord to show off progress. So, yeah. But we are making progress. I don't know if I should give her a nose. Maybe we can experiment. I will think about what the pigtails could be, if it's just decoration or something, or if it's going to be some sort of hair. If it's like simplified hair or whatever. And then we can move to the upper body and lower body portions. And then hopefully like doing some other stuff. Maybe more stuff to draw, but we need Isaac to work on that game design document. Working out stuff. But I'm kinda happy how this one's going. Definitely going to put some references on there as well, if possible. Let me actually see, can I put the references on this sheet? Like, kinda. Where can I change the size of you? I'm just gonna do that. Why the heck are the voices in this song? This is so weird. Alright, I will have to see if this song also gets nuked or the other one. Apparently they're royalty free, but I don't know. This sounds kind of weird. Stop talking. Oh. Why do I keep doing that? Also, I have written that completely wrong. I just realized. It's a C. We have been on for 3 hours. I consider this kind of nice progress in terms of like drawing. So let's save this one more time. Alright, so yeah, definitely looking forward if later I might be streaming again, but I have an important appointment on Thursday. And probably would do it on Thursday later-ish, depending on how it turns out. But I'm happy with this so far, so obviously I have to see. It's probably going to be game dev more, or like how we are in the planning and beginning phase, where we conceptualize stuff and all that. This was kind of fun and relaxing to do, just shutting off and looking at things and draw a bunch of stuff. Drawing is like a relaxing thing. Maybe I should do more just draw streams, art streams in general. Next to game development, art related stuff. But this has been fun. So who knows, maybe I will do more drawing stuff for the future that isn't game dev related. I feel like I should be stopping here because this has been quite a while. I actually should look onto my Trello list, like right here. So we are working on the main character design. We can put this under progress. We have sketches and game design document started. This stuff is all mostly game related. Haven't done this, haven't done that, can't do that. And obviously in the dumpster category. Well, I technically have done this. So I can put this under done, or I should put it under the dumpster, because that's not really game related. But yeah, this is how it looks like so far. Maybe I will add more stuff in here, but I bet we should also continue with the game design doc. That's like the more important thing, but it takes a long time. And I think this welcome change of doing something else that isn't theory and planning was kind of neat to do, like having something creative. Because that's where I'm actually liking this. There are different names. I will think about the name. Maybe I will get more names. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching and listening. And has been quite fun. Let me actually see who I could send you off to. Alright, I guess I found my target. That wasn't that difficult to do. Solar did raid us before, so I will raid someone else in the community, as it is tradition. I'm gonna raid Mini Lily again. She's playing the randomizer Dooflocker, which means that every Fire Red Pokemon that appeared in Fire Red is Beetle-fied. So yeah, it's kind of a trip. You're in for a treat. Alright, I'm gonna send you guys off and wish you all a good night or good morning or a good day, depending on the time zone what it is. And next time we probably work on the character design or the design document. So hopefully I will see you guys back then when we're continuing. If not, it's fine too. Thank you again for everybody lurking and all of that. You're welcome to lurk in stream. And yeah. That's for me. See ya. Say hello to Lily.